This is one everyone's heard. The original four anyway. But this is a rock remake with the third verse. And it's a request that was made, so we're going to dive right into it. This is State of Mind featuring No Resolve and Brandon Davis. Thunder Rolls exclusive third verse.
All in sight. The city's looking like a ghost town on a moonlit summer night. Raindrops on the windshield, there's a storm moving in. He's headed back from somewhere that he never should have been. And the thunder rolls.
Okay, right off the bat, I can tell you I really, really like this version. The song is eerie itself. The way that it was written initially is very eerie, but when you add in some of the more what's the word I'm looking for? Some of the stronger, like the punch that the rock element gives it. It doesn't detract from the song, in my opinion. It just adds to it.
Lights burning in a house across town. She's pacing by the telephone in her faded flannel gown, asking for a miracle, hoping she's not right, praying it's the weather that's kept him out all night.
Oh yeah, I definitely like this. I'm getting the chills. Um, I know what it's like to be cheated on. When you sit there and you're waiting for that person to call to give you some sign of life, when you're worried, and it, I hate it because it gets compared to, oh, you're being possessive, you're being controlling. It's not that. It's just sometimes there's that feeling inside that you can't explain, but you just know something's wrong. They're not answering, they're not responding. I'm calling, I'm worried, it's our anniversary. Where are you? And they're not answering. And at first you go through the whole, well, maybe they're in the hospital, maybe maybe they got arrested, maybe something happened. You go through all these different things, and you don't hear from them, and you're worried, and it has nothing to do with control or possession. Genuine concern at this point, especially if you have a routine, or at least somewhat of a routine with that person, or it's your anniversary, like this case, where it's like, come this is a special night. Why aren't you answering?
Out to hold him, thankful he's alive. All the wind and rain, strange new perfume blows, and the lightning flashes in her eyes, and he knows that
That look on his face right there should not be there. I mean, it's a mixture of guilt and shame, but it's also that smug look that is almost like he's trying to put it off on her. And maybe I'm overreading things, but that's not her fault, bro. You screwed up. That's on you. One thing I like about this is their facial expressions. Um, Whether the artists have been cheated on or not, or know what that's like, you can read that on their face. And yeah, it's a painful moment when you have to, take that into consideration. Like, oh shit, this is never going to be the same. Even if that person forgives you, they're still going to be wary every time you're late, every time you come home past when you said you were going to. They're going to wonder, where were you? What were you doing? And that's what's hard about reconciliation in that regard, because you can forgive and let it go, but whether you want to or not, it's going to linger in the back of your mind. Even if it's for a split second, it'll pop back up like, what are they doing? So yeah, but I don't like the smug look on his face when he's, before this look.
Bedroom door. She reaches for the pistol kept in the dresser drawer. Tells the lady in the mirror he won't do this again, 'cause tonight will be the last time she wonder where he's been. The thunder rolls and the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold. This night, as the storm blows on out of control, the thunder rolls.
And the sad thing is, this isn't the first time this has happened. Just by the inferences in this song and the lyrics, this isn't the first time this has happened. Obviously, she is fed up. Now, do I agree with what she did? No, that I do not condone that. There are other ways to resolve that. I understand the frustration, and so I get that. But resorting to that level of violence in that situation, self-defense, other situations, domestic violence, that's a different story. It's not what we're talking about here. In this situation, packing her shit, going to live with mom for a little while until everything gets sorted out might have been a better option. But I'm not in the situation. I don't know for sure. All I'm saying, for me personally, from my perspective, I get the frustration, and especially if it's not the first time. If she has forgiven him and then he turns around and does it again, yeah, fuck you, you're out. Go. Excuse my language, but yeah. Sorry, this gets me heated, really. It was a beautiful rendition. Really, really like it. Special thanks to Bailey and Jake Daniels. Yeah, I really like that rendition. That was really well done. It's a beautiful song anyway, and I get it. I get the frustration. I get the I get being in that situation. We don't need to keep dragging it on. This has been Halos and Heroes. Thank you for being here, as always. Just know I love you, I care, and you're not alone.